Ladies and gentlemen, once again at this time, if you would please begin to find your seats at the dinner tables. If you would please begin to find your seats at the dinner tables. Silent auction will remain open and you can bid on your phone via your mobile app on your phone while you're still sitting down at the tables. But at this time, if you would please begin to make your way to the dinner area and begin to find your seats. Thank you. And as you find your seats, I would like to remind you that the bottles of wine on the table are not to be opened. We have something very special coming up with those bottles of wine. So the bottle of wine at your table is not to be opened, but if we could please have everybody begin to find your seats. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you find your tables, I would like to point out your bid cards are pre-placed at your table. Please find the bid card with your name on it, unless you would like to spend someone else's money, but make sure you find the bid card with your name on it once you get to your tables. So thank you once again for everybody beginning to find their tables. Find the appropriate bid card with your name on it once you get to your table. Thank you so much. As you are finding your seats, we hope that you find those bid cards in the middle of the table. Make sure you grab the bid card with your name on it. Those are assigned to your name, to your table, so make sure you grab the one appropriate with your name on it. Also, there's 2 bottles of wine on your table. Those are for later. Please do not open those bottles of wine. We have a great little thing, something special coming up with those. We're going to do a little bit later in the evening, so please don't open the bottles of wine. Also, find the appropriate bid card as everybody else begins to find their seat. Our show will begin in about 10 minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please find your seats, we will begin in 5 minutes. If you would please find your seats, we will begin in 5 minutes. Thank you. ladies and gentlemen, if you would please direct your attention toward the screens.
What's different about Seneca's model? And why can we succeed sometimes when others fail in adoption? You know, what we see is a child who starts to struggle from the trauma of being removed from their home. Often they've experienced profound abuse and neglect that brought them into foster care. They get more and more scared, and they get more and more frustrated. Children are placed within a system that's just not equipped to meet their needs, and that system fails them sometimes. That same system sometimes pushes them into foster homes that are just not prepared to take on such a challenge, and it leaves them without the supports they need to sustain a placement. This is reflected in the 1 in 4 kids that are returned to foster care after being adopted. Unconditional care says no. We'll be with you no matter what. We meet the kids and families we serve where they are, and we stick with them through the most difficult times in their lives. That's what it takes to help children and families thrive.
We used to go to Cal State Fullerton together, and that's where we first met each other. I felt like we had a lot to give back, and we had a huge network and support system. Unconditional care is no matter what they're doing, no matter how much stress they're causing you, they know that you're still going to love them. And there are slow breakthroughs. I mean, this was a child who didn't want to smile in pictures, and now there are moments when he will just smile. The little simple thing of affection, he doesn't always like to be touched, but you know, on his own terms now, he will reach out and hug you.
Many organizations help families find children to adopt. Seneca helps children find the right families to thrive in.
Because Seneca is so steeped in the knowledge and expertise of how to change children's lives who are experiencing trauma.
Seneca is about building and sustaining families.
What Seneca does is take damage control and turn it into family building. It's extraordinary. They take a nightmare scenario and turn it into a dream come true.
The judge turned to us and said, you know, in this courthouse, we don't get to celebrate very many things. And this is the kind of case I really enjoy, when I can create a family. And he asked the kids permission. Do you want to be part of this family? And Bella couldn't speak, but she was like, and she's like raising her hand.
She raised her hand, that's right.
I want to be part of this family. And I remember when the judge hit that gavel and said, now let's take pictures together in front of this seal, California. And we're gonna take your first picture as a family. I'll never forget that day.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's good to see everybody alive and in person. Round of applause for being back together, Kinship Center. We are going to have an amazing night. My name is Nick Denary. I am your auctioneer again. I was with you 2 years ago for the white party. We had a great time right here in this venue. We were going to have a good time again. I like seeing all the color. White was great, but you all look good in your suits and your coats. Where's my man with the lion pin? Where's he at? Oh, there he is, right? See, you knew. Right in the middle. My man looking fresh today. I love it. Again, my name is Nick Denary. I'm so honored to be here tonight. If you do not know, this organization, it's more than me just being an auctioneer and talking here. I adopted my second son out of foster care, which is absolutely awesome. He's 5 years old. His name is Enzo Phoenix Denary. Yeah. Appropriately named. We middle named him Phoenix because just like the Phoenix, he's rising from the ashes and he deserves an incredible life. And we're going to get into a lot of that later tonight on why the Kinship Center exists and does what they do. But just a quick reminder that your silent auction is going to stay open until 7:15, about approximately. That may move, but approximately 7:15 right now. So you can continue to bid on your phones. We have some great items up for auction tonight. Check out your program. A lot of great things in there. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, but our artist in residence this evening. Paul, wave everybody. Paul Richmond is in the house. I don't know if you've seen what he's done already. He is painting live this evening, and we are actually going to auction that off a little bit later in the night. So a big round of applause to Paul for being here again this evening. Thanks so much. Paul, give us a preview. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. It's not even done yet. That's incredible. Awesome. He's done all that today. That was blank and white when he started here. It's awesome. Our raffle is also still going on. I don't know if you saw the wine wagon over there. There's 48 bottles of wine that has been curated by our board here. They put that together so you can buy raffle tickets for that as well. So everybody, we are going to have an amazing time. We're going to raise a ton of funds for the Kinship Center, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So without any further ado, I want to welcome someone who really needs no introduction to this group, to this area. She is an amazing soul. She's like my sister. Every time we see each other, she's like my sister. We have like the same connection. It's incredible. But she's a beautiful soul. She's an amazing soul. And she's here tonight with us to serve as our NC. Please give a huge Kinship welcome to Dina Ruiz. Please. I wasn't lying.
Thank you, baby brother. You're the best. I haven't left my house in 2 years, except for to go to Boys and Girls Club a couple times, right? Hi, you guys. I am so happy to see all of you. We're here. It's not foggy for the first time since March 1st, right? And we're celebrating what we should be celebrating, these incredible children who change our lives and change the lives of their new families. It is so great to honor Children's First Gala, the proper name of what we're doing tonight, and it's great to be here with all of you. And I need to let you know that Seneca's Kinship Center has been going at it for 37 years now. 37 years of service. I was 2 years old when it started, my God. As many of you know, Kinship Center became a part of Seneca family of agencies in 2011. That's already 10 years ago. And it's been amazing to see this organization expand here in Monterey and our surrounding counties. So this past year, as we faced the challenges of the pandemic, almost 1,600 children and families were served with a strong continuum of care. So I had that fact checked a couple times. I kept saying that can't be, but it is in fact true. 1,595 people have been served by this wonderful organization. So being here tonight is so important. You literally help Seneca's Kinship Center change lives. You ensure that every child in our community has a loving, stable, permanent home that they deserve. You're going to hear more about this important work, and you're going to meet an amazing family, the Braun family, who have a wonderful story to tell. That's always the highlight of the evening for me. So you may have noticed some changes to the event, although it was great to see everyone in white. We have a little bit of a mix-up tonight. It felt just right to shake things up a bit and let you all wear other things besides white. So we are introducing color in the guise of our own version in the theme of Van Gogh's Starry, Starry Night. Well, no, that would be Starry Night, not Starry, Starry Night. I think I'm getting into music when I say Starry, Starry Night. But this was inspired by the artwork created by children at Kinship Center. You might have seen the masterpieces when you walked in. They are displayed on the outside wall. They're absolutely gorgeous. And take a minute to peek at them before you leave. Another new addition tonight to this event is our recognition of one person who's a great supporter of Kinship Center. The success of Kinship Center and of our event would not be possible without this year's first ever honoree. Who can guess? Jeff Davy, for his leadership and commitment to this cause over the years. So happy to see Jeff as the first honoree. Gonna hand him the mic in just a little bit. But right now I want to introduce you to someone who's also extremely dedicated to Kinship Center and works in close partnership with our Director of Development, Doreen Luke, and with our entire leadership board to ensure the success of all the fundraising efforts that take place throughout the year. She is the leadership board chairperson. She is the Children First Gala chair this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the effervescent Nikki Pasculi. Club.
Thank you. Well, look at us. No masks. No. We're close. We're not 6 feet apart. We're having fun. So welcome to our first Children First Gala. I want to say that it brings me an enormous amount of joy. There were a few times this year when we didn't think we could ever pull this off, but we did. And we're here and we're having fun. And I love seeing all of your beautiful faces. It brings me joy. For the past 4 years, I've sat on the board with Jeff Davey and the other incredible board members. 2 years ago, I was honored to take on the chair position. It's been a wonderful experience to work with an organization that's doing so much for our community, and for an organization who has done so much for my family personally and helped us through many hard times. Can you pull your mic down? Oh, can you hear me? I'm sorry. That's okay. That's okay. It's because I'm short. I'm a little shorter than Dina, so my voice wasn't going through. So I'm here to thank all of you for being here, and we especially want to thank our sponsors, because without our sponsors, this wouldn't have happened. So at first, I want to thank our presenting sponsors, Chevron, Synergy One Lending, Team Hawk, and Bank of America. Our platinum sponsors, Braga Fresh, Diorigo, California, Taylor Farms, and the Club at Pasadena, and Coastal Roots Hospitality. Our gold sponsors, Monterey Wine Company, and Monterey Wine Company is also one of our wine sponsors, Salinas Valley Memorial Hospital and Community Hospital of the Monterey Peninsula. Our wine sponsors, Dawn's Dream Winery and Scheid Family Wines. Our table sponsors, Pacific Valley Bank, A.G. Davey, and Vaquero Foundation. Our reception sponsor, Canelio Brothers Italian Deli and Prim Hair Studio. Our decor tonight was sponsored by Delables Floral Design, Maui and San Francisco, and Boy Girl Floral. I also want to acknowledge our leadership board members who are here tonight, our development staff, Doreen Luke and Austin Shillstone, and our Gala Planning Committee. Could you guys stand up, who's ever here? I know you're out there, so stand up. Joe? Yeah. Thank you. I want to thank our volunteers who are working hard behind the scenes to help make this a perfect evening. And a big thank you to Chef Colin Moody, Allison Grand, and their staff for this lovely dinner. Together, this is an awesome team, and we're doing great things for children in our community who deserve happy forever homes. We have a great program planned for you tonight, so have fun and enjoy every minute of this. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you do. Everyone here loves you. One of the things I want to mention is those gorgeous centerpieces that you see that I just spent freaking $30 at Whole Foods to buy one that's not half as good. They're $25, okay? So first come, first serve if you'd like to purchase it. Made by Della, Nikki's sister. You put $25 in an envelope and you slide it under the centerpiece, or you get to just put your bid number on the envelope, and it is first come, first serve. Those are gorgeous. So if you're also wondering about those unopened bottles of wine on your table, you'll see a Dawn's Dream Winery and a Scheid Family Wine. We thank them again so much for these bottles. They have generously donated all these bottles of wine. 2 lucky winners from each table will take them home. So when you look under your bread plate, you can do it right now if you'd like. If you have a label from the particular winery, that bottle of wine is yours to take home. Isn't that fun? And you can barter, you can upsell it, you can do whatever you want. You can drink it, scull it. Yay! Isn't that fun? Drink it before we bid, so you can get bidsy. That's tipsy and bidsy for me. Excellent. Okay, speaking of wine, you guys, don't forget to buy raffle tickets for the wine wagon. The raffle tonight is a curated wagon of wine, okay? 48 bottles of incredible wine curated just for you that you'll take home in a wagon if you're not on the wagon. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you a very important person. So are you ready to meet one of the most incredible people here, Jennifer Desquito? She is the president of the Monterey Bay Market of Bank of America, one of our presenting sponsors. Couldn't do this event without her. Jennifer, hello. Hi.
All right, I think we got it. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Bank of America is really proud to be here tonight in support of the Kinship Center. This is actually Bank of America's first year sponsoring this event, and for tonight, I'm just going to spend a couple minutes telling you about why we're here. At Bank of America, we develop strong partnerships with nonprofit organizations addressing issues fundamental to economic opportunity. Right here in our local community, that means we focus on investments that provide access to healthcare, access to jobs, and access to basic needs. Basic needs such as food, housing, family support, and education. And that is where our partnership with the Kinship Center comes in. At Bank of America, we believe the kids are our future, and we believe we owe it to the children to provide them with a future filled with hope and the opportunity for economic mobility. Economic mobility. What does that mean? Economic mobility is defined as the ability of the individual, family, or other group to improve their economic status, usually measured in income. In other words, people should be provided opportunities in which they can improve their lives by increasing their income. When we as a community focus on improving the lives of individuals and families, we strengthen the broader community. Working together, we can create the conditions that make economic mobility possible. Most of you here tonight know that the Kinship Center believes that every child deserves a family. Their mission is to provide the full spectrum of family-centered support to strengthen the families and the community through foster care, adoption, relative caregiver, mental health, and wraparound services. At Bank of America, we believe in and support this critical work. After all, it's pretty hard to believe in a future filled with hope and the opportunity to improve your own economic status when you are hungry, homeless, and or lacking family support. We thank everyone at the Kinship Center that is working every single day to provide the support these children and the families so desperately need. By helping them, you are helping all of us. Thank you. And congratulations to Jeff.
You are a very welcome sponsor. We can't thank you enough, Jennifer. We so appreciate your support. Welcome to the Kinship Center family. So for all of you, if your winner at your table isn't being a wine hoarder, enjoy your wine. No, I'm kidding. Enjoy your wine, get drinking, enjoy your salad. Your first courses are on the way. We will be back soon and get this program rolling. Enjoy yourselves. See you in a minute. Hello again, it's me, the one with the loud booming voice. So before we get into the meat of the dinner, we're going to get into the meat of the program, meeting the people who keep Kinship Center afloat from the top. And the people who are at the top in this organization aren't like detached executives. They are on the ground doing the work that needs to be done. So I hope you enjoyed your first course. There is more food on the way right now from our chef, Colin Moody, who's done a wonderful job preparing our meal tonight. We want to give Colin a round of applause, and the staff at Pasadena, thank you so much. And now back to our very special guest. I'd like you to give a warm welcome to Letitia Gallion. She is the new Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of Seneca Family of Agencies. She has taken over this job since last time we were all together. She is filling some big shoes of Ken, but she's doing it so beautifully now. She's got big heels. And ladies and gentlemen, this is her. She's the greatest. This is Letitia Gallion, our CEO.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the evening. I'm so pleased to be here tonight to honor Jeff Dothy and our incredible community of supporters. I would like to take a moment to thank Nikki Pasculi, our Leadership Board Chair and the chair of our Children's First Gala, for all of her hard work in planning this beautiful event. I would also be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge Seneca's founder and CEO Emeritus, Ken Barrick. He's been an exceptional leader, mentor, and friend for me, and I am so thankful for everything that he's entrusted me with. Additionally, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the leaders of Kinship Center's Seneca programs here in the Central Coast. Co-founder of Kinship Center, Carol Bishop, and Regional Executive Director, Don Henson, who couldn't join us tonight, as well as all of the staff who are doing the work in the Central Coast, some of whom are here tonight with us. I'm here as Seneca's CEO because of the difference a few key individuals made in the life of my growth as a child. They saw in me things that I didn't see in myself. They created opportunities for me, opened doors that wouldn't have otherwise been open to me, and created a path that helped to put me in this position that I am today. If it weren't for them, I truly would not be where I am. I came to Seneca 20 years ago, drawn to unconditional care, knowing from my own experiences as a child what an impact the care and dedication of just one adult can have on a child. And I wanted to commit to passing that same support on to those in the same way that I was so lucky to experience. Unconditional care looks different for each child and family, but the impact is universal. It's a promise we make to our families that we won't give up, that we won't let seemingly insurmountable barriers get in our way, and we won't stop until we find or we create the solution. Let me share a story with you. Several years ago, I was a clinician in one of our Bay Area crisis programs where we were going out in person, and we received a call from a caregiver who was saying her 5-year-old son was saying that he wanted to kill himself. That's not something you hear very often from a child of that age. So we went to the mother's home and found her son, I'll call him Gabe, and he was completely overwhelmed. He was saying he wanted to die, and he was trying to jump off of the 3rd-story building of their apartment building. After spending many hours with Gabe and his mom, and watching Gabe begin to calm, we turned our focus to his mom. We learned that she was struggling with her own mental health and food, housing, and employment instability. So I asked her, what does she need? And what were the unmet basic needs that she had that were contributing to her own crippling anxiety? She said no one had ever asked her that. She didn't know how to answer the question. She initially put Gabe first, said that she wanted him to have all the same experiences that a 5-year-old should have, to have joy, and to be able to play, and to be silly like other kids. She also shared that previous service providers were only focused on Gabe and what he needed. So she really had a very difficult time answering my question. So I asked her again, What would help her to achieve the stability that would enable her to be more emotionally present for her son? When she was able to answer, we made a plan. And it didn't matter that those needs didn't fit nicely into the program or the funding for those services. It's what was needed, so that's what we did. And that's what unconditional care is. It means asking, what will it take? And it's about not allowing barriers to get in the way of what we know is what's best for our kids. The only limit to our capacity to make a difference in the lives of the youth that we serve is our own creativity and commitment to doing whatever it takes. And our successes are owed to the brave youth and families that entrust us with those difficult times. And it's our incredible counselors and clinicians who work tirelessly to meet the needs of the kids and families that we serve. It's our leaders who will change policy when they see that that's what's needed for our communities. And it's you who create the opportunities and support and invest in the work that we're doing. Everyone here tonight, you are all part of that commitment to doing whatever it takes. You are that adult, like those that I had in my life, that can help set a better path for youth, to create new opportunities, and to help open the doors to their future. I want you to know that the unconditional care that we give to our kids and families is never going to change. Every day, we renew that promise to those that we serve, and I'm so grateful for what you do to make that possible. Thank you.
Moving. I cannot imagine what you see and the difference that you make. So thank you so much for doing what you do. I'd like you all to bring your attention to the screens, please, for a couple of messages for our honoree, Jeff Davy, from some family and friends. So you can watch that and have a good time. We'll be right back as soon as your main course is in your tummy. We'll see you in a minute.
Hi, I'm Letitia Gallion, Seneca Kinship Center's incoming CEO, and I am so excited that we'll be honoring Jeff tonight. Jeff, you've been an incredible supporter of the families and communities served by Seneca's Kinship Center. You've brought an unconditional commitment to excellence with your leadership on our board, and I am so grateful to be able to work in partnership with you. Congratulations on being our honoree.
Congratulations, Jeff, on being honored by the Kinship Center for all the many years, in fact decades, of incredible hard work and dedication that you've given to the Kinship Center and all the great work that this organization does for all these wonderful young children that end up finding foster homes and then their forever families. It's just wonderful. And I want to especially thank you personally that you asked us many years ago as a company and a family to get involved with the Kinship Center, and we really didn't know a lot about what they did, but coming to understand the great mission that they have and all the wonderful things that they do for these young kids is just so special. And it really is through your hard work and commitment that you've gotten others like myself involved, and our company and our team members and everyone through the community and the county. So once again, congratulations and thank you for everything you've done for these kids. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel Foster. I'm Seneca Family of Agency's Chief Advancement Officer. And I just wanted to make a huge shout out to my friend Jeff Davy. There is not someone in my mind who is more deserving of the Kinship Center's Children's First Gala Award, or being the honoree. Jeff embodies unconditional care, kindness, shared leadership, thoughtfulness, and humor. He is a great friend and a great leader of this organization, and so deserving of this award. Jeff, congratulations to you and your family. We all appreciate you and are so thrilled to celebrate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the silent auction will be closing in 10 minutes. Silent auction will be closing in 10 minutes. If you have not registered yet for the silent auction, you can go to childrenfirstgala.org. That's childrenfirstgala.org. Silent auction will close in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Hello there. I know a lot of you are still eating, and please feel free to continue eating, but we are getting to a very important part of our program right now. So welcome back. Hope you're enjoying that beautiful main course. Save me some polenta, please. I'd like to bring to your attention the screens once again, because before we meet the man, the myth in person, we're going to hear more about him on the screens. So direct your attention here.
Hi, Jeff. Carol Bishop here. I just want you to know that ever since I've met you in 1994, I have always thought of you as a wonderful person with a very big, generous heart. And I have loved working alongside you to support the families and children of our community. You so deserve this recognition, and congratulations on being our honoree.
Jeff, congratulations on this award from the Kinship Center. Due to your involvement, 7 years ago, my wife and I attended our first Kinship Center event. Immediately, our hearts were forever touched by what the Kinship Center is doing in our community and beyond. Since then, my family and my company have been blessed to support this mission. I'm honored to do this video and represent the many with a similar story excited to see you get this award. Thank you for your many years of sacrifice, passion, and dedication to the Kinship Center. You've had a profound impact on a countless number of children and families, all the while inspiring others to support this mission with you. Jeff, congratulations, and may you know how much you are loved and appreciated.
Hi, I'm Doreen Luke, and I am the Director of Development for Kinship Center and Seneca Central Coast Region. And I have had the pleasure of working with Jeff for the past 5 years. Jeff, you were such a great mentor to me as I was being introduced to Kinship Center and all the work they do and our community of donors. And I hope you know how much I appreciate all your support. And to this day, you're someone I know I can call, whether it's to ask your opinion on a fundraising idea or to help me resolve an issue. You're always there to help. And so congratulations on being our Children First Gala honoree, and enjoy the evening with your friends and family.
Heartfelt messages. I know many of us in the audience would also give him a lot of love and a big shout out. So now it's come the time of the evening for the actual award presentation. Please welcome, all the Davies are stunning. This is one of them. She has a different last name, but please welcome Rochelle Rozeka to the stage to say a few words about her dad.
Good evening. So they gave a Davy a microphone and told me I had a time limit. Well, like father, like daughter, we're going to try to keep it on track. So what I would like to say tonight, speaking about my father, is on Tuesday of this week, I called him and I was stressed out. And I said, Dad, I just don't know what I'm going to wear. And he said, Rochelle, you're going to be beautiful in whatever you wear. And I said, Dad, you really don't have to say that. And I thought about that, and you know what? He didn't, because he didn't have to be my father. He isn't my blood, but he is my best friend. And when I was 8, I was broken. I had my mother, who was fabulous, and she took care of me and my brother, Brian, who's here tonight. And we met Jeff, and I did everything I could not to have Jeff here. In fact, I would say, do you like seafood? Bleh. And he would still come back and stick around. And through the years, he came back and he stuck around. And one day I went and saw a therapist, and they said, why don't you call him Dad? And I said, because the word Dad means disappointment to me, but the word Jeff is amazing. That was the last time I ever had to see a therapist, by the way. And over the years, he has gone to every father-daughter dance of mine, and he has gone to every tennis match. And like many of these children at Kinship Center, what I keep hearing is the unconditional love part. He has been there every step of the way. He has showed me what it is to be a hard worker, what it is to be compassionate about everything that we have seen here this evening. And it is instilled in me the love that I have for this charity and this organization, and it is all because of him. The day I got married, my father was still Jeff, and everybody kept saying, oh gosh, are you gonna bring Jeff up? And I said, Dad, can I have this dance? And ever since then, he has been Dad, because to me now, that word is so important to me. He has been there when my children were born. He was there the day I got my real estate license, and he has continued to be there every step of the way for me, my brothers who are not here this evening but really wanted to be, my sister Lexi, my brother Brian, my husband who calls him on a regular basis to ask him about business. So if we can all stand this evening and pay some respect to the man, the myth, the legend, the man that knows every word to every song, the man who will eat a cheeseburger with me at 9 a.m. because it is socially acceptable in our family, my father, Jeff Davy.
And to physically present this wonderful man with the award, I'd like to invite the co-founder and the executive director of Kinship Center up here, Carol Bishop. Come on up, another legend, and she'll be presenting the award to Jeff.
Good job. Gosh. So Carol, this is the award. Oh my goodness. You got it? No, it's loose. So we'll have you come this side.
Okay. Hey.
Hi, Daddy.
Awesome, girl. You got me on that one. That was good.
Come closer.
Oh my God. Okay. Sure, a wine decanter. Perfect.
Yes. Right.
I love it. Thank you.
You're the best.
Picture? I guess later. Come on, get in here. Can't see anybody. All right. Yes, I'll probably say something. Okay. You really got me because the program showed Chad Hawker introducing me. Rochelle, you're the best. My God. You got me on this one, kid. My oldest daughter. Beautiful. Anyway, this is an honor, everybody. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the sponsors. I got a lot of friends in the audience, a lot of great people. I probably won't mention you all. I'm sorry. But I do want to recognize a few. Obviously, my family's here. I mean, you can't be involved in an organization like Kinship, Seneca, for 3 decades and not impact the people you work with. My father, my sister Tina, my brother, and their AG Davy Limited since 1990. Thank you for giving me the chance to do it. More recently, since 2010, my partners, Anthony, Mark Bruno, with the 100% Home Team. I mean, they give me the time to do this. Let me take the time I need, and thank you guys for all that. I'm probably not going to stop, so get used to it. I do have a lot of my family here today. So my parents are here, Anthony and Nita Davy. Give a wave. I can't see you guys, but I know you're out there. And you heard most of the family that's here, but I'll just let you know. My mother of my 5 kids, Kelly Davy, is here. Beautiful woman. Thank you for the wonderful life. Obviously, Alexis is here. My twin boys have COVID, believe it or not. Yeah, they're in Arizona. They're fine. 24-year-old COVID boys, but they're quarantining, and I wouldn't let them come because of that. My son Brian came from LA. Brian, thank you for being here. Rochelle has a husband named Tommy, and they've given me 3 beautiful grandchildren. And Rocco is the oldest. He's playing baseball right now. Rocco Rizeka. Somebody make note of that name. You're going to hear about him someday. Tino, the little baby, going to be a football player, guaranteed. Built like his Nanu. And then there's Renzo, my chess partner. This kid's what, 7, 8, 9 years old. They grow so fast. Jesus. 9 years old. The guy beats me in chess every time we play, whether it's one-on-one or live. Renzo, keep practicing. Well, what can I say about this honor? One thing, it's about time. Jesus. Yeah. You know I'm kidding. I want to just say a few things about this organization because I don't think of it as me helping Kinship or Seneca. I think of it as just living life, doing my job, help the community. More importantly, when I look back, I've had some amazing experiences because of this organization. I met some beautiful people, some wonderful people. I had a list of all the famous people I met because of Kinship, Spencer Octavia, Tino Nattori, Mark Wahlberg. Kelly liked meeting him more than I did. Pretty sure about that. Then there's the locals, the Carols. I mean, those two women that founded Kinship Center. We have one still with us tonight, Carol Bishop. God bless you. Thank you for your kind words. The Carols, we call them. Well, and then there's Letitia. Take over for Ken. You're doing a great job. I wanted to recognize Nathaniel, too, our statewide fundraiser. Sharpest dressed guy in the house. God bless you, Nathaniel. And a new father. Well, 2 years. And then Ken. I also, the Kins. I have a story about Kins. I have 2 Kins in my life because of Kinship Center. Ken Barrick, who you all know, the former CEO. He's here. Ken, wave. Where are you? I can't see you, but I know you look great. You're here with your wife. You're a wonderful man, and I can't tell you how happy I am that you formed Seneca, that you joined with Kinship, that you've created what you created here. But do you know about the other kid? I don't think he does. So because I have the microphone, I never found a mic I didn't like. I'm going to share a story with you. Just the way I work. A long time ago, before Ken Barrick was around, I was on the board of the Kinship Center, and we, because of the Carols, we find out that there's going to be Ronald McDonald House Charities interested in checking out the agency. So, okay, I'm on the board now. There's a chairperson, and we find out that the head of Ronald McDonald House Charities is coming to see the Kinship Center. Oh, okay. This is a gentleman named Ken Barron. Now, he's been in the White House with Reagan, and now he's chairman of the Ronald McDonald House Charities, big organization you know very well. And the Carols have got them coming for a grant, a big ask. Our board consists of nothing but women at the time, and he's like a big golfer. So I'm the only man on the board, and I get the appointment to take him to play golf, which if you know my golf, as my partner Mark knows, it's a bad idea from the beginning. But the ladies said, hey, you're the only one that got to play golf with, Ken Barron. Okay. And the chairman, Amanda Gorley, said, my husband will play with you. He's a good golfer. He's not a good golfer, by the way. So it's me, Dick Gorley, and Ken Barron, who's a good golfer, trying to, warm him up for the big ask. Now remember, I've been on board maybe 4 years, 3 years, and I've asked for $50,000 here or there. I've never done a big ask like this. This is $1 million ask. That's big. It's big to me, even today. Well, last time I asked a guy for $50,000 for Kinship, he literally in the meeting said, let's pray. Okay, that was my experience up to that point. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be tough. And I'm trying to explain that I've learned so much with this agency because of that. So, okay, I say, well, Pebble Beach, we're going to play Pebble Beach. No problem. We need a better golfer in this group. We need a better golfer. We can't have the 3 of us, the 2 of us with this guy. So I said, Laird Small. He's the current pro at Pebble. He was just in Sports Illustrated magazine. It's perfect. We made some phone calls. Laird Small is our 4th home run. You know what happened. I play with Dick. Laird plays with Ken. We're in the carts, we go on our game. Smartest move I ever made. Ken and Laird's giving him instructions by the third hole. They're becoming lifelong chums. They don't even notice that we've lost 7 balls in 2 holes. So me and Dick are just follow him, just follow him, let the round end. And I mean, Ken Barron is like just so giddy. He's playing with Laird Small. Oh my God. So ultimately, we give the ask. He says, okay. He gives us the money. And it was like, oh my God, I just got a guy to give us $1 million. I was in shock. And it's funny, I mean, when he made the announcement of the press release, he said, we don't give these kind of gifts to local agencies, because that time we were a local agency. But it's the work that Kinship Center does, now Seneca, that they do in this community that makes it so important. He ultimately, because of the carols, gave us $1.5 million. Wow. And he built that building in '68. And I went down that path because, this organization has given more to me than I've ever given it. The ability to ask for that kind of money, the ability to meet those people, have those meetings. I mean, I got no problem asking for money. I've asked all of you for it, and I keep doing it, and it's because it's for a good cause. And so I just want to let you know that is, in my opinion, it's what I get from this organization that keeps me going. It's not what I give it. And I want to tell you, that's why you're here tonight. You are all here tonight to help us raise money for these kids, to help them get their families. And it's the best thing you could ever do. And I cannot thank you enough for it. Everyone here, I cannot thank you enough for it. And I'm going to close with, do you ever, like in your life, in a moment when you're sad, imagine you're in a music video and it's a sad song playing. And then you're happy, something's going really well, and you imagine a great song playing. So if you know me right now, in my little, imaginary video, there's a Bon Jovi song cranking up in the background. Living on a Prayer. Thank you very much. Good night. Let's raise some money. Let's raise some money.
Too bad he's not funny to top it off. Jeff, thank you. I swear you are such a well-deserved honoree. We're all so happy to be here supporting you. Wow. Now, the time you've been waiting for, I hope you chugged the wine or had a little tipple, because we need to bid big, big, big in this live auction. I'm about to be joined on stage. I didn't know how incredible this guy was when we worked together 2 years ago. I'm like, who's this kid coming up with this old broad? This guy is amazing. Follow him on Instagram and you'll see the kinds of events he's done. So he's actually gracing us with his presence. Ladies and gentlemen, your auctioneer this evening, Mr. Nick Denieri, my baby brother.
Hey, half the room applauded. That's better. Usually it's like 4 people. Then I have to tell people who I am. It's all right. Whoever has me follow Jeff every year, we need to get together and rewrite that schedule. That's a hard act to follow. But it is live auction time. This is the time where I ask you for $1 million. If Jeff can do it, I can do it. So here we go. Thank you, Jeff, for that lead-in. If everybody has your bid card, grab those. Manny, where's Manny, my photographer? Manny, come up on stage real quick, Manny. This is your photo op chance. Hold that bid card really high in the air. Make sure you're holding the one with your name on it. This is your chance to be on camera looking like you spent money even if you didn't, okay? So here we go. Raise that bid card really high in the air. Come on, it's picture time. Don't be shy. The middle row, I'm worried about the middle section. Here we go. We're getting them. There we go, one more. I like it, Manny with the picture. All right, here we go, live auction. Our first item is absolutely fake. Hold on, Dina, real quick.
Of course.
I am going to sell, listen, the club at Pasadena. Everything. You want the golf courses, you want the property, you get it all right now. So here's how a live auction works. If you want to bid on the club, put your bid paddle up in the air, and you could be the lucky winner. I'm going to start low, see where we go. Anybody in at $1 million for the club at Pasadena? Hold on. This is a fake item, and I only had 2 hands go up. Come on, help me out. When we get to the real stuff, I need you guys to bid better than that. Fake item for $1 million. The club at Pasadena, thank you so much. Anybody at 10 million, 15 now, 20, 25 now, 30, 40, 40, 45, 50. Anybody at $1 billion? People love spending a lot of fake money. $2 billion, $3 million. We're going to say sold to bidder number 124 for $5 billion.
Yes. Nice.
The club at Pasadena, all its contents, all its homes. I have a feeling you probably got a deal on that. So here we go. Live auction item number 1. Dina, tell them a little bit about it.
Numero uno. We have a beautiful bay here, right? Well, number 1 is come sail away. You're going to get a half a day out on the bay, and he's going to tell you more.
Half a day out on Monterey Bay on the custom FAR 53 Atalanta. Atalanta is skippered by the lifelong yachtsman. Professional captain Kevin Wassbauer will take you into the Monterey Canyon for wildlife viewing along the shores of Monterey and Pacific Grove for stunning views of the coastline. Charters are completely private, limited to 6 guests, and you may take an active role in sailing, or you can just kick back and enjoy the ride. You're going to get a charcuterie board provided by Caniglio Brothers, Italian deli with wine pairings. Has a value of almost $1,500. First item of the night. I'm going to start really, really low at the $250,000 level. Thank you so much, $250,000. If you could read her lips, that was awesome. You want to be in at $250? Yep, $250. Anybody at $500, $250? You're at $500 in the back, $750. Thank you. Now $1,000, $750 here. Anybody at $1,000? $750 right up front. Anybody at $1,000? Thank you, $1,000. I saw her first, but you can come in at $1,250. Yeah, $1,250. There it is. $1,250. Anybody at $1,500? $1,250 here. Looking for $1,500. $1,250 here. Anybody at $1,500? We're going to move quick. $1,250 here going once. Looking for $1,500. $1,250 going twice. Last and final call at $1,500 anywhere in the room. All done, all through. So the bidder number 130 right here up front, 130 for $1,250. That's 130, $1,250, and they're kissing. They're going out on the boat. Congratulations, guys. Have some fun with that. Dina, number 2.
It's going to be a boat for 2, not a boat for 6.
Yes, 4 people just got kicked to the curb for that one.
That's right. All right, we're all sick of being home, right? You cannot go far from home and still get pampered and have a little vacay. You get a Monterey staycation, enjoy the best of what the Monterey Peninsula has to offer. You get a whole day of beauty at the spa at Pebble Beach, and then some. He'll tell you more.
An 80-minute facial and spa, manicure, and pedicure. An overnight stay at Portola Hotel and Spa with dinner at Jack's Monterey. And then an overnight stay in a deluxe ocean view room at the Monterey Plaza Hotel and Spa, and dinner for 2 at the Sardine Factory. Has a value of almost $3,000. Again, let's start things low. Everybody at $1,000. Anybody at $1,000 Monterey staycation? Thank you. $1,000 in the back. Anybody at $1,250? $1,000 there. $1,250 to my left. Now you'd be back in at $1,500. $1,500, yes. $1,750 all the way in the back. Come on, cheap seats. You got more money to spend. Let's go. $1,750. $1,750, there it is. Anybody at $2,000? There's $1,750. Anybody at $2,000? You like that, didn't you? $1,750. Anybody at $2,000? $1,750 in the back. Anybody at $2,000? $1,750. Come on, we're undervalued. We can do better than that. $1,750. Anybody at $2,000? $2,000 all the way in the back. I saw them first. Would you come in at $2,250? $2,000 all the way out back. Anybody at $2,250? $2,250. Thank you. Now $25,000. Yes, $25,000. Thank you. Now $2,750. $25,000 straight up the middle. Anybody at $2,750? $2,500 straight up the middle going once. Looking for $2,750. $2,500 going twice. Last call at $2,750. All done, all through. Sold. $2,500 to bidder number 176. $2,500 to bidder number 176. Round of applause for him. That's a great time. Item number 3. Dina, tell them a little bit about this dreamy Italian dinner.
Yeah, that's right. Get your appetite stoked with a dreamy Italian dinner and wine pairing for 10 people. Or if you want to be like those romantic boat people, just 2 people. But 10 people, you and your guests enjoy a 4-course meal prepared by Chef Richard Pepe's Kitchen at Little Napoli. Little Napoli, yeah. Little Napoli.
You're going to eat so much, you're going to take a nap right in the middle of it.
Little Napoli.
Little Napoli.
Yes.
The dinner for 10 is also paired with elegant and bright wines of Dawn's Dream Winery, all to be enjoyed in the library room at Little Napoli. You're going to, oh yeah, is Dawn here?
Yeah, she's here.
Where's she at? Dawn, stand up. Let me see that face.
Most charitable woman in the room.
Pepe's here too.
Oh my gosh. Local celeb.
A cosa dice, Pepe,
National.
cosa dice.
National celebrity. I buy his pasta sauce now at the grocery store.
Oh, wow. Pepe's got a pasta sauce. This just in. I'm now very much intrigued. Anyway, you're going to be at the library room at Little Napoli. Enjoy a brief trip to Italy with Italian country cooking and warm hospitality as you remember it. Rich Pepe opened Little Napoli in 1990, and it's been considered the iconic Italian restaurant in the Monterey Peninsula. And let's talk about Dawn. She has the goal to produce approachable wines of exceptional elegance and quality. Dawn's dream has always been to help create dreams for others by donating money, product, or time and support to nonprofit organizations both locally and globally. Again, round of applause for Pepe and Dawn. That's awesome. So now that you know they're in the room, let's see how the spending goes. I'll do for $100 a person. Let's go to $1,000 to get things started. Anybody all over the place? 1,000, 1,500, 1,500 now 2,000. Anybody at 2,250? 2,250. Thank you. Now 25. That happened quick. 2,250 here. Anybody at 2,500? 2,500. I saw 176 first. It'd be 2,750 to you if you want in. 2,500 here. 2,750 here if you want it. 2,500 to the back. 2,750. Thank you. Now 3,000. 3,000 up front. Anybody at 3,250? 3,250 anywhere. She's at 3,000 right up front to my right. Anybody at 3,250? 3,000 here. Anybody at 32? 3,000 going once. 3,250. There he is. Hey, don't let him do that to you. We're going 3,500 right now, me and you. 3,500. 3,250. I can't do that. 35. Is there a 35? I'm right in the light. 3,500. Anybody at 3,750? 35 here. Now 37 back to you. Same conversation. Don't let him do that to you. 35, I'm looking for 3,750. 3,500 to my right. Anybody at 3,750? It'd be 3,750 to you if you want to get back in. There's a $3,500 bid to my right. He's shocked. He's like, I lost that? 35 here. Anybody at 3,750? 3,750. There it is. Would you come back in at
Amazing.
4? Would you come back in at $4,000? 3,750 here. Anybody at 4? There's $4,000 now. 4,250.
Yes.
4,000 here. Anybody at 4,250? 4,000 here going once. 4,000 twice. Last call at 4,250. Wait, are we going 4,250 or not? Sold. $4,000, my man.
Beautiful. Nice job.
Hold that big card up for me, please.
That's awesome.
That is bidder number. You got to turn it around and spend the money now, baby. Bidder number 215. Bidder number 215.
Excellent. Thank you so
at
much.
$4,000. Item number 4.
It's going too fast. We're almost halfway through, but
Dina, I'm actually going to talk.
Because I'm stalling because I don't want to take it off.
I'm actually going to talk about this one because it's on her neck. Item number 4. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. This is made by our incredible friend, Kirko Kocek, especially for this event. This is a one-off piece. 18 karat yellow gold diamond pendant with a total of 65 colorless and near colorless diamonds, consisting of 0.64 carats. A trip to beautiful Carmel by the Sea would not be complete without visiting Kocek Jewelers. Recently having celebrated his 45th year in business, acclaimed designer continues to welcome visitors to his studio and workshop. Has a value of almost $4,000. One-off, made especially for this event and the Kinship Center. A value of $4,000. Dina's wearing it. It looks incredible on her. It'll look incredible on you. Maybe not as good, because I'm just kidding. Better. So here we go. Let's open up the bidding at $1,500. Anybody at $1,500? Thank you, $1,500. Now $1,750. Thank you. Anybody at $2,000? Now $2,250. $2,250. Now $25. You in at 25, he's in at 2250. Would you come in at 25? 2250 out back, looking for 25 now. 2250 out back. Anybody at $2,500? $2,500. Thank you. Now 2750. 2500. Anybody at 2750? $2,500. I'll move it. Anybody at 2750? 2500 at 2750. Thank you. $3,000 now. 2750 in the back. Anybody at $3,000? 2750. Anybody at 3,000. Thank you. Now 3250. I see a lot of thinking, so I'm kind of holding on this one. 3,000 there. Anybody at 3,250? We're having a meeting at that back table. 3,000. Anybody at 32? There's 3,250. I knew you were coming. I was just waiting. Anybody at 3,500 now? 3,250 out back now. 3,500. I told you the people in the cheap seats have more money to spend. They're doing it. 3,250. Anybody at 3,500? 3,250 there. Anybody at 35? $32.50 to my man going once. Anybody at 35? There's 35 now. Yes. $37.50 back to the back. 35, $37.50 now. 4,000. Yes. $37.50 here now. 4,000 now. $42.50.
Worth it.
4,000. Anybody at $42.50? There's $42.50. Show me 45. $42.50. Show me 45. $42.50 there. Anybody at 45? $42.50. Anybody at 45? $42.50 going once. $42.50 going twice. Last and final call at $4,500. All done. Sold. $4,250
awesome.
To bidder number 1.
You will love
6.
it. It is so beautiful.
$4,250 to bidder number 176. Talk about number 5, Dina.
Oh my goodness, for those of you who like to go in style, New York, 5 nights, super luxe, 1-bedroom suite, heart of Manhattan. Plus, there's a little Broadway stuff in there as well.
Spreading the news.
Right.
Yeah, we're also going to throw in a $500 gift card to Broadway.com, which simply means you get to pick the show of your choice. If you want to go down, watch a show, you pick it off Broadway.com. Again, this is 5 nights in a super luxury 1-bedroom suite, comfortably seats 4, compliments of the Hilton Grand Vacation. So here we go. Has a value of almost $5,000. I'm going to go low at $1,500. Anybody at $1,500? Would you go 2? 2,000 now 25. 25, thank you. Would you go 3? 3,000 now 35 out back. 35, thank you. Anybody at 4,000? 35, 4,000 up front. Anybody at 45? 4,000 here looking for 45 anywhere. 4,000 right up front. Anybody at 45? Thank you. 45 now 5,000 back up front. 5,000, thank you. Now 55. Are you in at 55 or no? No, okay. 5,000 here. Anybody at 55? I saw we got crossed up there. 5,000 here. Anybody at 55? 5,000 right up front. Looking for 55. I'll split it at 52.50 if someone wants to jump in late. 5,000 here. Anybody at 52.50? There's 52.50 right there. Anybody at 55? 52.50 here. Back at 55. Someone loan her $250. Get back to 55. Come on. 52.50. Anybody at 55? 55 way out back. Nice. Anybody at 57.50? 57, 55, 100. Anybody at 57.50? She's at 55 way out back. Anybody at 57.50? 55 going once. 57.50 up front. Now 6. Sir, it'd be 6,000. She came in first. Would you go in at 6,000? Yes, $6,000. Now 62.
Wow.
Folks, that's a lot of money. You can clap. I mean, that's good.
Yes. That's a lot
Feel
of
free.
money for the kids. Yes.
$6,000 out back. Anybody at 62.50? $6,000 going once. $6,000 going twice. Anybody at $6,250? One last call. Did you yell sold or yo? He yelled sold, I think. Sold. $6,000 once again.
Amazing.
Bidder number 176.
Nice.
Bidder number 176. Whoever invited the gentleman with bid card 176 should get a commission this evening. Congratulations.
That's so good.
Item number 6. Talk about it.
All right, we're back on the bay. The fog is lifting now. Those 2 aren't going to bring you, so the other 8 of you need to bid on this. Cruise the bay, 3-hour afternoon cruise on the Ocean Pearl, but there's more.
There is more. Again, ideal for a group of 12 unless you want to make out like the 2 up front, then you just make it for yourself. The cruise on the bay is going to include a delectable lunch and a selection of wines good for any day of the week, spring and summer of 2022. Again, a value of about $1,500. Let's open up the bidding at $500. Anybody at $500? Thank you, 500. Now 750, 750. Anybody at 1,000? 750 here. I saw him first. 1,000 to be 1,250 to you in the back. 1,250 now 1,500. 1,250. Anybody at 15? 1,500. Thank you. Now 1,750. 1,500, anybody at 1,750, 1,500 here, 1,750, there he is, he's back in, anybody at 2,000, 1,750, anybody at 2. He's at 1,750, anybody at $2,000. If you're bidding on this side, I just can't see it, so yell at me. 1,750, anybody at 2,000. 1,750 going once. 1,750 going twice. Last and final call, $2,000. Sold. $1,750, that's bidder number 137. Bidder number 137, item number 7. We're moving along, folks.
Very exclusive evening awaits somebody who's buying this farm-to-table dinner for 12 people, prepared by the same chef who made this awesome dinner tonight, Chef Colin Moody, and it will be at the beautiful setting of the Puma Road Winery. Dinner for 12, but there's more.
Here you go. You and your guests are going to have access to a 12-passenger luxury van for transportation as well. So you can enjoy a little bit more wine on your dinner, so it's going to be good. A little bit more wine. You're going to get home responsibly in a luxury van that will seat all 12 people. So again, farm-to-table dinner for 12. Wine is included. Give it up for Chef Colin Moody for putting everything together tonight.
Thank you, Colin.
This dinner has a value of upwards of $5,000. I'm going to start at $100 per person again. Anybody at 12, $100 bucks. Want to get things started? 1,200, 14, 18.
Whoa.
Anybody at 2, 2,000, now 22, 22. Anybody at 24, 24, 26, 28. Anybody at 3, $3,000. That happens quick, folks. 32. Anybody at 34, 34 in the back now, 36. 3,400, anybody at $3,600? There's 36, would you come 38? 38, now 4,000, would you go 42? 4,200? They're at 4,000, you be at 42. 42 in the back, you waited too long. 4,200, anybody at 44? Now $4,400, she's at 42, way out back, 44 up front, 46 to you. 46 there now it'd be 48. 4,600, anybody at 4,800? 4,800, now an even 5. You'd be at an even 5,000, yes? $5,000 in the back, thank you, now 52. 52, now 54. We were going so good, and I really thought we were going to keep going, and then it just like stalled. 5,200, anybody at 54? 52 here, anybody at $5,400? 52 up front going once. She wants me to hurry. 5,400, now 56.
Goodness. Wow.
Don't get mad at me. My job is to make money. Okay. 54, you're in at 56 now. 5,600, now 58. 56, you've come this far. Come on.
Bragging rights.
56 here, would you go 58? There you would. 58 now, 6,000 even. $6,000, he's at 58, would you go 6?
Designated driver.
Hold on. Did I mention the van?
That's what I'm saying.
$6,000 now, 62. $6,000, anybody at 62? $6,000 going once, looking for 62. $6,000 going twice, anybody at 62? They're having a quick meeting, all done, all through. Sold, $6,000 right up front.
Congratulations.
Hold that big card up for me. $6,000
Nice
bidder number
job.
1,
Thank
2,
you so
9.
much.
$6,000 bidder number 1, 2, 9.
It's awesome.
Paul, are we done over there? Do you want to bring that up to the stage?
Yeah, bring it on up. So, ladies and gentlemen, for one thing, we are really lucky because Paul lives right here. He lives in Monterey, and he is an acclaimed, nationally, probably worldwide acclaimed artist. Here comes this masterpiece. And I've been to a lot of these things in my 31 years on the peninsula. I've never seen this happen. Has anybody else been to an event where you had a live? I've never seen it. So this is amazing. And I hope you're all super cheap because I really want it. Just kidding.
Okay, here we go. Let me tell you a little bit about Paul first. He's a one-of-a-kind painter. He made this here tonight. This started as show him.
Wow.
This started as a blank canvas.
God. Unbelievable.
Paul is an internationally recognized visual artist and activist whose careers included exhibitions in galleries and museums throughout the United States, as well as publication in numerous art journals and anthologies. His work is collected by individuals around the globe, and as an illustrator, he's created over 400 novel cover illustrations. He's the co-founder of the You Will Rise Project, an organization that empowers those who have experienced bullying to speak out creatively through his art. And he lives right here in Monterey with his husband, Dennis. Give him a round of applause, please. Paul has sold paintings upwards of $10,000. He has been commissioned personally by Dolly Parton and James Franco. And by the looks of things, he's going to be commissioned by a lot more people in the room. So this is up for bids. This is a one of one.
So cool.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he might even sign the back of it for the winner, custom. He'll engrave it to you, make it personal to this evening. I think that's going to be awesome. I just threw that out there. I hope that's okay, man. If it's not, just kick me. That's okay. So this is truly priceless. I'm going to start at what I think is low, at the $750 level, and I think we're going to do better than that. Anybody want to open things up at $750 in the room? Thank you, $750. Would you do $1,000? $1,000. Anybody at $1,250? Yeah, $1,250. I'm going to trust the lightsaber. $1,250. Let's give it up for our Star Wars people in the room tonight. I appreciate you guys.
Yay.
$1,250. Would anybody do $1,500? $1,500. We have 15 to my left. Anonymous bidder standing on the stage. Anybody at $1,750? Thank you, $1,750. Would anybody do $2,000? $1,750 here now. $2,000. $1,750. No, I have $1,750 here. Anybody at $2,000? $1,750 there. Anybody at the $2,000 level? Thank you, $2,000. Now $2,250. It'd be $2,250 to you here if you want it. $2,250 in the back. That happened quick. Anybody at $25? $2,250. Now looking for $25. $2,250. Anybody at $25? $25 in the back. Now $2,750. $25 out back. Anybody at $27? Thank you, $2,750.
Awesome.
I saw them first. Would you go $3,000? $2,750 here. Would you go $3,000? $3,000. There it is. Anybody at $3,250? $3,000 now. $3,250. $3,000. Anybody at $3,250? $3,000 up in the middle. Anybody at $3,250 going once? $32.50. There he is. I knew he was coming. I was waiting for him to pick it up. There's $32.50, now $35. $32.50 here. Anybody at $35? There's $3,500.
Awesome.
Anybody at $37.50? $37.50 now, $4. There's a matter of pride now. It's not even about the painting anymore. $4,000. It's still about the painting, Paul said. $4,000. Anybody at $42.50? $4,000 here. Anybody at $42.50? $42.50 now, $45. $42.50 here. Would you come? $45. $42.50 here. Going once, looking for $45. Someone else can get in. $42.50 here. Would you go? $45. $42.50 once, looking for $45. $42.50 twice, looking for $45. One last and final call. Sold. $4,250.
Nice.
Hold that big card up for me.
Nice
That's
work.
bidder number 139. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause
Awesome.
for Paul.
Thank you, Paul. That is so great. Oh my goodness, what a neat thing.
Our last and final live auction item. Let's do good. Dina, tell them about it.
Yeah, the Davies strike again, as if they didn't do enough already. 1 week stay at their private home in Scottsdale, Arizona. They don't do anything low-key either. It's got to be great. 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. You see the pool here. I'm going to go with Nick on the, no, okay. You guys get ready to live Davy style, but there's more.
Yeah, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. How many does that sleep? Probably 8 to 10 comfortably?
20.
20? Okay,
Here with me.
25. Squeeze 25 people into the, no. It's only, don't do that, please. I'm sorry. I take that back. Strike that from the record.
It is 4 bedrooms.
If you would like to send an email on behalf of myself, send it to jeff@kinshipcenter.com, please.
Right.
I'm lost. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. 1 week stay at a private home in Scottsdale, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. You and your friends and family can enjoy a gateway to beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. Enter the double doors of this beautiful large tile home to find a luxurious retreat. Wraparound couch, flat screen TV to host your favorite game. Open floor plan features great dining room with a huge dining room that flows into an open, bright kitchen. So much more. Cozy second living space, and you're in Scottsdale, for God's sakes. Go play some golf, enjoy the sun, and just enjoy life. Here we go. It has a value of over $2,500. Last and final live auction item of the evening. Let's open it up. It's $6,000. Thank you, $6,000. I'm just kidding.
Was that real?
No. I've never seen a guy shake his head so hard in my life. He's like, no, no, no. How about $1,000? Let's open it up at $1,000. Thank you. 1,000, 1,500. Anybody at 2? 2,000 in the back. 25, 25 now 3. 2,500 here. Anybody at 3,000? You're at 25. There's 3,000. Anybody at 35? 3,000 here. Anybody at 35? 35 in the back now looking for 4. 35 out back. Anybody at $4,000? 35 here. I'll split it. 37.50. We're at 35. Thank you. 37.50. Anybody at 4? 4,000. Thank you. Now 42.50. 42.50 now 45. Anybody bid 45? That's 42.50. Anybody at $4,500?
It's only $100 per couple per night right now.
Oxygen, please. What are you saying?
$100 per couple per night still. We're still low.
Okay, I like that.
Get it up a little.
Where I forgot where I'm at. Are you at $4,000? Jeez, I'm sorry. $4,000 is her right there. Anybody at $42.50? 4,000 here. Anybody at $42.50? $42.50 right up the middle. Now 45 back to you. 45. She's not going to be beat. 47.50. 45 here. Anybody at $47.50? $4,500 to my left going once. Last live auction item. $4,500 to my left going twice. Looking for $47.50. You didn't win yet. Hold on. Last and final. Someone rip the hopes and dreams from her, please, in the sake of fundraising and the children. $47.50. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. What's this just come with right here?
Out of nowhere, she's like, I like ripping hopes and dreams. You got to come back in at 5. $5,000. I told you she's not going to be beat. $5,000. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Come in another $250, like 2 days at Starbucks. You come in at $5,000. She comes in at $5,000. Jeff just told me I could sell this twice. We'll do this $10,000 if you both say yes right now. Yes or no?
Amazing.
Hold on. Hold on. Jeff, I don't mean to put you on the spot, Jeff. And oh, God, I can't believe I'm about to do this. Can we do this 3 times? Is everybody going to be flexible on dates? We'll work out the dates. I'm going to sell this to the first 3. Well, I already have 2. Are you coming in at $5,000? We'll do this 3 times. There's 1 at $5,000, 176. 2 at $5,000, 273. And 3 at $5,000? Hold on. Are you going to put it back up? Did I lose you on the date thing? There she is, bidder number 128. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 times, $5,000. That's $15,000. $1,000 for the Kinship Center. Come on, huge round of applause. Woo! Give it up for the Davy family. They are absolutely incredible. Round of applause for them. I'm turning this back over to Dina. Thank you guys so much. You really can follow me on Instagram. It's a great follow, Real Nick Denari. I'll give you my Instagram later. It's awesome. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Thank you,
Nick
everybody.
will be right back. Thank you, Nick, so much. You guys, just thank your lucky stars when you come to an event with him as the auctioneer, because you're not sitting there for an hour, right? Isn't that awesome? It just goes fast. So you are the best. Thank you so much. We are going to see him back for Fund to Need, but right now, this woman makes things happen. It's my honor to introduce to you Andrea Bailey from Chevron, one of our presenting sponsors. Andrea, the beautiful, most gorgeous thing. Welcome.
Thank you, Dina. Hello, everybody. It is such, It is such an honor to be standing up here tonight. I have the pleasure of introducing one of my colleagues. But first, I want to say thank you to the Kinship Center. The work that you do in the community is incredible, and every child deserves a family. And that is why Chevron invests in organizations like the Kinship Center, because they provide important and critical services to not only children, but families, and the support and the counseling and the staff. We really appreciate all that you do. Tonight's an extra special night for me for two reasons. One, because I have a brother and a sister-in-law that adopted not one, not two, but 3 crack babies. And I wish that they would have had the support of an organization like the Kinship Center. I watched them, the struggles and the challenges that they went through, and it was really hard for them. The work that the Kinship Center does is so important. And we have someone that's going to be coming up, a family. My colleague, my Chevron colleague, who's a design engineering manager at our El Segundo facility, he's going to be coming up and telling his story. They're the second reason why tonight is really meaningful to me. I got a call a few months ago from Jeff. I had not met him yet, and he had gotten an email from a friend saying that he had heard that the Kinship Center was having a children's first gala, and asked if he could attend. And of course I said, absolutely, I would love to have you. But as usual, my mind was swirling, and I called Doreen and I said, hey, it would be really great if they could speak because they have an amazing story. And Doreen, of course, said yes. So it gives me great pleasure and an honor to introduce the video first of Jeff and Jenna Braun. Thank you.
I remember the night we went and had a meeting with the Seneca team, and I was praying before that meeting that we would walk out and be on the same page if this was the direction and this was the agency we were supposed to go through. And as we were walking out, we both just felt 100% that this is what we were supposed to be doing. We got a call from our Seneca social worker when Danny was just a couple days old and said that he was maybe going to be removed from his birth parents and would be interested in taking him into our home.
His birth parents were both in the foster care system themselves. They were both 17 years old. They both had a history of going AWOL from their placements, and so his removal was a proactive removal. What we knew about the baby was he was healthy, but even with that information, there's still some unknown, and so there was a decision that had to be made based on semi-complete information. But we both felt very confident that this was where we were led to go, and so we said yes.
The day he was placed with us, he was 10 days old. It was August 7th, 2015, and it was probably one of the most emotional days I've ever experienced.
From the moment that Danny came into our home when he was 10 days old, I knew he was my son. We didn't finalize our adoption with Danny until he was 3.5 years old, so from 10 days to 3.5 years was filled with that legal process, with the visitation, with lots of paperwork, with lots of social worker visits, lots of conversations with lawyers, you name it.
As excited as we were to meet our little guy and to get our first placement, there was also just this knowledge that his birth parents were losing their son. and they didn't expect that, and they didn't know that that was going to happen, and they didn't know if they would ever get him back. I remember when we drove home after we picked him up, we just were both crying because while we were super excited to be welcoming him into our family, we were picturing his birth mom. We couldn't help but just feel such a burden for her and just for what she was experiencing. Sometimes it's hard to have compassion for birth parents in this process because there's a lot of times where they've caused hurt and pain. And through our Seneca training, we were taught to just have compassion and understanding for birth parents, and that was definitely something that played out in our story.
Getting into the process, you're feeling more and more equipped as those weeks of trainings go by. You're being awakened to just the realities of the foster world. With Seneca's Kinship Center, walked through the entire process from beginning to end with us and had a ton of knowledge, and they were an invaluable resource from the beginning to end.
I think I was surprised by the amount of threats and different things that came from the birth father in particular. There were restraining orders by multiple social workers, and so that just raised a lot of concern and heightened the anxiety for sure. And it was the hardest thing we've ever done in our lives, but I would say that doing hard things makes you stronger and makes you more compassionate and empathetic towards those who are going through hard things. We gained a son, and we gained life experience, and we came out on the other side as better people and stronger people, and we have a story to tell that is worth telling, and his life will forever be changed, and the lives of a lot of other people are going to be changed because of his story.
The high of the whole process was that day that we got to go to the courthouse and sit before the judge and be surrounded by friends and family. The people that walked alongside of us through this whole journey got to be there with us to celebrate in that moment.
It was an exciting day to be celebrating, to just redeem all the hurt and the brokenness and celebrate just him being a Braun forever. Life with Danny is an adventure.
He brings a lot of joy and excitement, and I love having a son. You know, I love my daughters, but I also love having my son.
I don't think there's a better person to be Danny's dad than Jeff. He is the most amazing dad. There were so many nights during the process with Danny where I would rock him and lay him down and not know what the next day was gonna hold and whether or not he would be our son forever or for a couple more days or for a couple more months. And those were some of the hardest times. And I remember there was a switch the day we adopted him. I got to put him to bed that night and know that when we woke up in the morning that he was still going to be ours, and that just brought me so much joy. You might be thinking that you are too far removed from the world of foster care and adoption, but you couldn't be more wrong. You have a part to play, whether it is stepping in to be a foster family, to supporting a foster family, supporting a local foster agency, or attending an event and telling your friends and spreading the word about how you can support foster care.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you. For my wife and I, this is extremely uncomfortable, or for me especially. I do not like being in the limelight. I do not like being the center of attention. But when we were asked to do this and be able to tell our stories, we were like, if this helps kids, right? If this helps more at-risk children find homes, we're in, right? We're in. It's an easy decision for us. For me tonight is especially just like kind of a dream come true for me because I got two worlds that are colliding with two passions of mine. My professional life with Chevron. We were down in Orange County, California. I work for the El Segundo refinery, like Andrea said. You know, that world is now collided with Kinship Center, and what we went through in bringing our son into our world. And so it's just really, really special for us, and we're just really privileged to be able to stand before you and be able to share our story with you a little bit.
Yeah, our hope is that all of you sitting here tonight just know what an impact you are having as you are bidding on these items and are coming to events like this. It impacts people like us and families like ours, and we can't thank you enough on behalf of the families and the children that you are giving towards, and we just hope that our story will inspire you to continue getting involved, whether that is financially or volunteering your time or just supporting a foster family that you know. So thank you for the opportunity to tell our story, and we are so thankful. Have a wonderful night.
Hey there. This is why we do what we do. So Jenna and Jeff, thank you for sharing your story. I'm not going to take anything away from that. The only thing I want to add is a child that goes into foster care or is taken away from their biological parents does not choose to be there. It's not their fault. It is of no choice of their own. And that's where people like you and me and Jeff and Jenna come in, and we get to fill that gap for those kids that were taken or are in foster care, aging out of the system, whatever the case may be. That's where we come in as the Kinship Center family and the Seneca family to make sure that those kids have a life and get a second chance at life, just like my son, like Jeff and Jenna's son. So it takes money to do what we do. This is when I get to be Jeff Davy and ask you for a lot of it. We're going to start at some very, very high levels, and I know there's people in here that can donate at those levels, and if that's you, I'm going to ask you to raise your bid cards, and I'm just putting it out there that this is going to be the best that the Kinship Center has ever done. This event this year, coming back together as a group, together, outdoors, amongst us, this Kinship Center family. Let's give our best tonight. Yeah. So like I said, I'm going to start big. If there's anybody in this room that would give $15,000, $15,000 level. Look at, I don't even have to finish talking. Bidder number 237 at $15,000. Bidder number 237. Is there anybody else that would like to match that number? Thank you so much, bidder 237. Is there anybody else that would like to match that? We're already off to a $15,000 start. Anybody else going once? I can't see, the lights are killing me. Bidder number 144 at $15,000. Thank you, bidder number 144. Ladies and gentlemen, $30,000 start. Is there anybody else that would like to come in at the $15,000 level? Just whistle at me like they did. I don't get offended. Anybody else at $15,000 going once? $15,000 going twice. Last and final call. Give our two $15,000 donors an amazing round of applause. Thank you. If you would give it the $10,000 level, I would ask you to lift that bid card as high as you can, and we are going to acknowledge you. Anybody at $10,000, thank you. Bidder number 240 at $10,000. Bidder number 240, thank you. Is there anybody else at the $10,000 level? Looking around, 10,000 going once, 10,000 twice. Very, very good. Moving on to our $5,000 level. Would you lift that bid card up at $5,000 and commit to the Kinship Center and help these kids? Thank you. Bidder number 211. 211 at $5,000. Over here again? No? Someone's just yelling. Anybody else at $5,000? That was 211, right? We got that number. Anybody else at $5,000 going once? Going twice? Last call. Very good. If you would sacrifice a week at Whole Foods and do $2,500. Anybody at the $2,500 level? Raise your bid card. Thank you, bidder number 176. $2,500. Thank you, bidder number 176. Dina, thank you so much for your donation. We'll make record of that. Anybody else at the $2,500 level? Thank you, bidder number 171. 171. Thank you, 129. Bidder 129 at $2,500. Thank you so much. Anybody else? I hear whistling. No. Anybody else at the $2,500 level? Going once, going twice. Last call. Very good. Moving on to our $1,000 level. Now, this is a special level. If you give it the $1,000 level this evening, we are going to give you a Kinship Center teddy bear. Not just a reward, that's a bad term, not just to reward you for your giving, but it's symbolic. Every time a child is adopted through the Kinship Center, they receive a bear on their adoption day to take home and as a memory of that amazing, amazing moment. I remember ours like it was yesterday. So you're going to get a bear. We're going to give a child a bear. Here it is right here. There you go. Here's your Kinship Center bear right there. Hey, big man. Looking good. So if you give it the $1,000 level, you have to come to the stage and get this. So I'm hoping it's chaotic because we're going to have a lot of hands go up. Molly, here you go. So, oh, yeah, and if you've already given, we're going to give you a bear as well. It's not just the 1,000. So the people that, the high-ups, we'll make sure you guys get a bear or two or three, whatever you guys want. You let me know. I'll give it to you. So anybody at the $1,000 level, lift that bid card. After I read your number, please feel free to come to the stage and we will get you that teddy bear. Thank you, bidder number 150 at $1,000. 150, 172. Thank you, 172. 133. Thank you, bidder number 133. 242. Thank you, bidder 242. 270 all the way in the back. Thank you, 270. You could take your bear to Scottsdale with you. That's going to be awesome. Thank you, bidder number 239. Bidder number 239 at $1,000. Thank you so much. Is there anybody else? Thank you, bidder number 291. 291, bidder 128, all over the place. Hold on, 128, bidder number 238, thank you, 238, 204, 204, 268 in the back, thank you, 268 in the back at the $1,000 level. If you guys want bears, get up now and come get them. Just, I don't want you guys to forget. Feel free to stand, like, don't be shy. Come on, someone start it. It always takes one. It only takes one. All right, I'll take them home. No, they don't want to come up and get their bear. I don't know. Dina went and got hers. My gosh, come get a bear. Anybody else at the $1,000 level? Thank you, bidder number 149 at $1,000. 149. Anybody else at $1,000? Oh, yeah, see, picture op. You guys are going to make the program, too. Anybody else? I don't know where that came from. Anybody else at are we doing a program of pictures when we're done? I don't know. Anybody else at $1,000? Looking for the $1,000 level going once. $1,000 level going twice. Last call. Very, very good. Anybody at the $500 level, you would like to give $500. Thank you, 207. 207, bidder 206 at 500, 206. Thank you, bidder number 117. 117, bidder number 108. 108, thank you, 188. Thank you, bidder number 188. 179, thank you, 179 at $500. 126, 126. Hey, I like that table. They clap when people give. That's really good. Bidder number 197, thank you, 197. Excuse me, bidder number 257, 257, 142. I'm getting over here. Bidder number 142, bidder 261, bidder 261. Thank you, bidder number 243, bidder number 243, bidder number 148. Thank you, bidder number 148 at $500,000. Is there anybody else at the? Thank you, Jeff. I got one guy. I appreciate it. Anybody else at the $500 level? Thank you, bidder number 121, 121. Anybody else? Moving on to our $250 level. I talked about it earlier, the Starbucks level. Sacrifice a day at Starbucks, $250. Put those bid cards up in the air if that's you. Bidder number 134. Thank you, bidder number 134. 236. 1 hour on Amazon. There you go. Sir, I just called you. Next, so can you put your bid card up again for me? Yeah, 236. I'm sorry, 236. Bidder number 193. Thank you, 193. Is there anybody else at the $250 level? Very good. Now, to cause some more chaos, our last level is the $100 level. We have a piece of jewelry that we would like to give all our $100 donors and everybody else who has donated up to this point. We're going to show you real quick. It is, Dina, hold that up for me. It is a silver bear, once again, to symbolize the process of adoption. Everybody who has given and then everybody who gives at the $100 level is going to come get this bear. You have to come to the front, okay? Here we go. So everybody at the $100 level, raise those bid cards up in the air. Thank you, bidder number 138. 138, 186. Thank you, 186. 111. Thank you, 111. Bidder 116. Thank you, 116. The peer pressure table. Look at everybody did it. Bidder number 230. 230. 196. 196. 191. Thank you, 191. 195. 195. 189. Thank you, bidder number 189. Bidder number 124. 124. Bidder number 184. 184. 119, 119, 145, right up the middle. Thank you, 145, 268, way in the back, 268, 219. Thank you, 219, 209, 209. Thank you so much. Peer pressure table, I got all of you. You're good. You can put them down. I did not get the ones in the back, though. Thank you, bidder number 157, 157, bidder 156, bidder number 246, bidder number 246, bidder number 141. Is that it? Yeah, 141. Bidder number 141. Thank you. Bidder number 137. Bidder number 137. Bidder number 143. 143. Bidder number like a half a peer pressure table. This is good. Bidder number 218. Thank you. 218. 265. 265 and 216. 216. Is there anybody else at the $100 level? Yes.
Mr. Kochek designed these as well.
Oh, Mr. Kochek designed these as well. I did not know that. That is awesome. Yeah, listen, we're done. That's it. Unless anybody else wants to give something I didn't say, 25, 30,000. Are you out there? If not, it's okay. Just thought I'd throw it. 1 million? Do we have I want to outdo Jeff. Does anybody want to give 1,000,006? I don't know what 271's getting. There's no way it's 1,000,006, is it? Because he put his hand up. Maybe that's $100. Bidder number 160 at $100. Bidder number 160 at $100. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to audible here. We have the bucket of necklaces right up front. Dina is getting ready to close. We got some announcements to make. If you gave at any of the levels, please come down, grab your necklace, honor that you gave. We don't need to give out presents to everybody. These are for everybody who gave this evening, all the way down to that $100 level. Please come give me a break. Come get a teddy bear. Folks, that concludes all of our fundraising tonight. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. And once again, as an adoptive father, it is so awesome to stand before you. My name is Nick Denary. I had an amazing time, and I hope I see you guys again. Tell the board members you want me back. We'll see you guys later. Thank you. Oh, okay. She told me to say it. Instagram is real Nick Denary, Dinieri. Good luck with that one. And it's fun. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. We are so lucky to have you, Nick. And ladies and gentlemen, don't be embarrassed to come get these necklaces. You can give them to your grandkids, your kids, whatever, like I'm going to do with mine, maybe. So, oh, you're so sweet. Mr. Kochek is always so generous. He says if we need more necklaces, we can get more. But you don't want those to sit there. If you made a donation tonight, please don't be shy. Come on up and get one. I am not being shy. I have my, yeah. So before we wrap it up and get you all on the dance floor, we're going to choose our raffle winner. Everything now is electronic, correct? I'm a little old for that. I still don't get how it works, but raffle is now on an app. So if you can turn your attention to the screen, we will be drawing our raffle winner. I've never done this before, so I assume I can't see the screen. Okay. So Deirdre will tell me when. Is it rolling? Is it actually rolling? Okay. Tonight's winner of the 48 bottles of vino is Kathy Tiffany. Kathy, are you here? Congratulations. You don't have to come to the stage to get that. We will get that to you. Cannot tell you how great it is to be back out with all of you. I really missed being here last year. You made up for being on a screen last year. This was an incredible event. Checkout is available on your phone, so you can go to the help desk right behind me in the registration area, and you can check out from your phone on your own or go there to do so. Please check out the kids' art, Starry, Starry Night, which was our theme tonight. You are incredibly generous. It chokes me up. So go strut your stuff on the dance floor to the tunes of DJ Mike. Have a great night, and we will for sure see you next year. Thank you so much for everything. It was a real top-of-the-line event. Thank you. Sorry? Dance floor is out the back, so toward the blue lights, toward the stars. Good night. Have a great night, you guys.